Today I'm going to be taking free kicks with Roberto Carlos, and he's going to be teaching me his famous free kick tutorial. Yes, you heard that right. I can't quite believe it myself, but this video won't end until I recreate arguably the most famous free kick of all time that still confuses scientists to this day, and who better to take it with than the man himself. I'll be training for 3 days straight, then meet Roberto and attempt to recreate his goal in front of him. He'll then give me a brutally honest rating of my attempt. If I manage to do it, he's agreed to do a signed giveaway for you guys, but believe me, you want to stick around because at some point in this video, I might have just scored the best goal I've ever scored. But for now, let's go for our first day of training. Now, most Brazilian physicists believe that this cannot be repeated and describe it as a football miracle. I've never tried this technique before, so I want to see how hard it really is. Okay, so I'm not going to be trying this from 33 yards out, but it's more about just learning the technique. So essentially, it needs to give the illusion that it's going wide and then comes back in. Let's get started. All right, attempt 1. Let's see how this goes. I just disgraced Roberto.
I'm recoiling watching that.
So after a poor start, I took a minute to really analyse the clip and realised that Roberto didn't do it as an actual trivela, but instead almost used the lace area of his boot and sliced through the ball with the outside of his foot. So I adjusted my technique here, which was definitely needed.
It was a good curve, but it was the wrong side. It caught me off guard.
Right, now one thing I didn't tell you guys is that Roberto's actually sent me the perfect training aid, the Pro Magnus, to help me pick up this technique. It's actually his own product that he's bringing out. How cool is that? Now this rotates at 600 RPM, which is the amount of spin he had on the ball for his goal. So we're going to be testing this product out to see if it's going to help me learn the Roberto Carlos free kick technique. So straight away, the Pro Magnus was definitely helping generate some more curve on the ball, and for the first time I started to gain some confidence, not to mention it's super fun to use as well. Alright, I feel like I'm picking up the technique a bit now.
They're actually quite hard to save because you can't see the ball until it goes around the ball.
Alright, that's enough for day 1 because I want to preserve my legs to come back tomorrow and take more shots. So let's come back for day 2 and we go again. So I was back for day 2. Now Roberto told me the idea behind his product is that it helps you get used to the shot technique. Then once you take it away, you'll have improved for when you shoot normally. So that was today's plan, and I was hitting some good goals despite the occasional howler. Oh my days. But one thing I've noticed when watching the footage back is, although I've definitely improved, the goals I was scoring didn't have enough curve on them like Roberto's goal. So I need to come back tomorrow and really focus on almost aiming wide to really get that curl. So back out for day 3, and I wasn't even really focused on scoring today. I was actually aiming away from the goal to really practice getting as much curve as I could on the ball. But the problem with this technique is sometimes doing that means you get some of these. The thing is with this technique is I can hit one really sweet and the next one could just end up in rose edge. I haven't got many attempts to impress Roberto, so I want to feel well prepared. Oh, that caught me off guard. Oh, that one was sweet.
I genuinely thought that was going wide.
Well, that's a good sign. Those ones are the worst. So I kept going and going, and eventually by the end I was scoring some nice goals. So with over 300 attempts across the 3 days, I felt like I had prepared as much as I could. Alright, so day 3, happy with that. A bit more curve. Not perfect, but I'm happy with the progression I've had. I know it's there, so it's possible to do it in front of Roberto, but it's just the consistency that's the problem with this technique. Tomorrow it's finally time to meet Roberto and see if I can do it in front of him. So I'm going to head back, get some rest, and I'll see you there. Before we meet Roberto, I just want to let you guys know that my new football game, Ben Nuttall's Football Wipeout, is finally available to download now on the App Store and Google Play Store, where you can play as me through different obstacle courses, collecting as many footballs and scoring as many goals as you can. It's totally free to play and you can download it using the link I've put in the description. So let's go take over the app charts together. But now it's time to head to London and meet Roberto. Roberto, nice to meet you. How are you? You okay? Okay? Yes, I'm ready. I'm looking forward to this. Now, it's not every day you get the chance to speak to the best free kick taker of all time. So before we got into the shooting, I took this chance to start with a few questions I wanted to know about his famous free kick. So Roberto, when you took that free kick, did you do much training for that? Like, were you training that technique, or was it just something that came natural, kind of like spur in the moment?
Claro que é uma coisa natural. mas eu todos os dias, sempre depois dos treinamentos, ao interior, exterior, então eu treinava muito.
So were your teammates surprised when you did that, like during the match, or did they expect it because they saw you training it?
Não surpresa porque eles treinavam comigo, mas é claro que no gol contra a França, por exemplo, foi surpresa pela distância, treinem todos os dias.
So do you think you could do that free kick again, or was it just an in-the-moment thing?
Eu acho que foi só uma vez. É uma coisa muito difícil, só acontece uma vez na vida, tentar fazer um outro gol muito parecido.
So who do you think has the best free kicks nowadays in your opinion?
Now,
Yeah.
gosto muito do Cristiano Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
David Alaba, são jogadores que treinam muito durante os dias, então são dois jogadores que eu tenho mais uma referência do futebol moderno.
So to start off, Roberto wanted me to take some normal free kicks to warm up.
No big distance now yet.
Okay, so not a big run up here we don't need. I'm about to take my first free kick in front of the best free kick taker in the world. No pressure. What a setup from the man himself. Gotta be perfect now.
Pô, vem cá, pô. Só pra enganar o goleiro. Pra enganar o goleiro, bater mais no canto do goleiro, entendeu?
Okay.
No canto do goleiro.
Okay, so we're testing the goalkeeper here. Nearly.
Tá atento, né?
Just keeping you honest, keeper. Didn't think it was gonna work.
Sem muita força. Bravo.
Hoisting in, we take those. So that's all well and good, and I'm buzzing to score a free kick in front of Roberto Carlos, but it's not what we came for. Now it's time to try what I've been working towards. Can I just say, Roberto, I'm a complete beginner, complete novice, so over to you.
Isso é muito fácil. Muito fácil.
Hang on, can we just take a second to realise bro just said it's muy fácil, very easy. Maybe for you, Roberto. Well, there's no pressure now.
Correr la válvula, la parte más dura del balón, a donde tú quieres golpear el balón, vaya contigo.
So before we start, Roberto is going to show us how it's done. He's currently got a bit of an injury, so it'll be at half power, but he's agreed to show us his technique. Oh, okay. I like that. Wow, he's still got it. He had one attempt and produced that. Even with 50% power, it still beats the keeper just from the amount of curve he puts on it. But now, it's my turn. Okay, so Roberto has placed the ball for me around this position, so it's the perfect place to get that goal around the wall. Let's do it. So another interesting tip he gave me as well was to not focus on power and just focus on the technique. So before we started, he told me to take a practice shot with the product, but it turns out he was pranking me and did this. Too good. It felt like I was doing a free kick routine with him to trick the keeper. But before I took my shots, I remembered one final question about my run-up. So I noticed when you took that free kick, you took such a big run-up. So why did you take such a big run-up? Is there any reason?
Depende da distância. Quando está muito lejos, normalmente tu queres ter mais distância para golpear mejor.
Interesting advice. So now the talking is over. It's time to show Roberto what I've been training for. All of my training has come down to this. I'm about to attempt the most famous goal in the world in front of the man himself. No pressure.
Ai, que coisa linda!
Nearly?
Ai!
Do you know, if that was in off the post, that would have been a perfect recreation. Alright, one more. So two really strong shots. I felt like I'd come on form today. So now I have one more attempt. I've hit the post, I've hit the bar. Now, can I get it in the goal?
Why not? It's a 30-yard free kick with a 20-yard run-up.
Incrível, que golaço!
Oh my lord, I can't believe what's just happened. That might have been the best goal I've ever scored. This angle also showed the technique perfectly, and the GoPro angle is sublime too. Sit back and enjoy. I genuinely can't believe it, and I'm still on cloud 9 from that goal. But I still have to keep my cool because Roberto still has to give me a rating and let us know if we won the giveaway. I'm confident it will get a strong rating from Roberto because it was so top bins, but he wants to check the amount of curve it had.
Ai, meu Deus do céu! Que golaço!
Okay, so can we get a rating out of 10?
10.
10, you heard it first. 10 out of 10 from Roberto Carlos.
Que golaço! Incrível!
Thank you.
Bom, então como você fez um gol maravilhoso, eu sei que você tem muitos seguidores também, então nada melhor que dar um presente para os seus seguidores.
Amazing.
Pelo
Thank you.
excelente gol.
Thank you.
Fantástico, vamos lá. Com carinho do Roberto.
Thank you. Wow, so a 10 out of 10 rating. Couldn't be happier with that. Probably the best goal of my life and probably the best person to do it in front of. All of my practice has paid off, which means I've won a signed giveaway for you guys. If you want to win, make sure to like the video and comment increíble, the word I'll cherish for the rest of my life, and I'll pick a winner at random. That was Free Kicks with Roberto Carlos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.